The Ripple ecosystem has some good news with RLUSD gaining traction. We're going to talk price because Tether's in some trouble because they got to sell some BTC. Speaking of selling BTC, a BTC Max is selling their BTC. You got to hear why. XP price talk at the end, along with...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Well, hello this Sunday morning. Before we get into the crypto news, your comments come first because, yes, you, the viewer, matter most. John Doe, love it, says, I like the shorty. I can watch it twice. It's right, trying a little bit of shorts. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Oh, Alan Nelson dropping support on the channel. Thank you kindly. Says, thanks. Keep up the great news channel, #1 on YouTube. Yes, crypto news, that's what I bring, whether it's news or good or bad, happy or sad. And today's a lot of good news with a story that's going to make you go, VR fanatics hanging out. This is Klaus Shorts. TikTok brain shit is the best shit. Let's be fair. Everybody loves a short. Thank you kindly, sir. He also says, shocked at the amount of shorts comments. There's a huge fan base here. That's right. And I'm trying to bring you all sorts of news, even short form content all hours of the day. Bitcoin's sitting at 97,087. Maxis are selling. Tether's forced to sell. Reason why is coming up. ETH is 26.89. XRP at 270. We're going to talk XP price. Look at H-bar. A little bit deeper in the red, down 5% here, hanging out at 22.1. BNB's looking close to 7 hundo, and Sol's looking close to 2 hundo. XLM 34.2. Not a maxi anymore. Plan B pivots to Bitcoin ETFs. Plan B of Bitcoin analyst who is famous for his stock to flow price prediction model has announced that he sold his tokens, pivoting to the ETFs. He said, yeah, I know not your keys, not your coins, but it's just easier for me to manage Bitcoin the same way as equity and bonds. Wow. Also, not having to hassle with keys gives me the peace of mind. I guess I'm not a maxi anymore. Wow. So now players out there are like, yo, screw holding on to BTC directly. We would rather play in the ETF market. Oh, mama. Libra coin, let's talk about it. Why? Because there's a lot of shenanigans going on. Libra meme coin insiders are linked to Melania and other rug pull projects. Oh my god, just be careful of all this shit. For real, when there was like dog poop coin, Harry Balls coin, maybe there's like Pokemon, Rainbow Hollow coin, you know, you gotta have the slabs, okay? Yeah, like, dude, be very careful about that. Why? The Libra incident, examining Argentine President Javier Milei's confusing token endorsement. This dude endorsed it and didn't even know what the hell he was endorsing. Oh, come on, everyone. Just be very careful out there. And by the way, meme coin, according to Hester Pierce, says what? Says meme doesn't even fall under the purview of the SEC, which means meme coins would be viewed just like Pokemon coins here, as in not a security. Love it. What else do I got for you? Won't let Tether die. This is Paolo. Now, this is another story about why you're going to see a lot of BTC selling on the market. All right, here's the deal. You got two big bills in the United States that are coming through to regulate stables. Stables are going to be the first thing regulated in the United States when it comes to crypto. You got the Genius Act and you got the Stables Act, okay? Essentially, both require you to have reserves in things that are very liquid, and they don't consider BTC liquid. So what would happen is Tether would have to then sell their BTC to become compliant with one of the two bills in the United States. And one of them, it was like 83%, so it wasn't a big deal that they would have to change. The other one was like 60%. They would have to sell like quite a bit. So looking at this, Tether's CEO is like, look, okay, so to remain compliant in the United States, we're going to have to sell our BTC. Well, that's also been a big reason why Tether has, everyone, been big in the profit because of BTC holdings. So now they're going to have to hold stuff a little bit more boring. U.S. Treasury, short-term goodies like that. The company is working alongside Representatives Brian Steele and French Hill on the Stable Act, introduced on the 6th of February, while also providing input on other stablecoin legislation. They want the Stable Act to go because that's one where they have to put the least amount of their BTC selling. Remarking on the same, Tether CEO Paolo Ordonio emphasized the company's commitment to contributing to the evolving regulatory framework. We're going to work in the regulatory framework, and we're going to try to advise on every single one of these field proposals to make sure that our voice is heard. Ooh, needless to say, the legislation aims to tighten stablecoin regs by mandating issuers to maintain reserves in highly liquid assets such as U.S. Treasury bills and short deposits. Yeah, and this is where you're going to see this stuff happen. Micah had it where you had to have so much of your assets in a bank within that region. United States is like, well, we want to make sure that you're not, pegging your stable coin to some weird shit that, we can't do anything with. They want it to be heavily liquid so that if there's ever a bunch of redemptions, they could cover those redemptions. Look at stable coins to be regulated by May. RLUSD total supply reaches 120 million. Golf clap. Amid growing XRP adoption and XPL market interest. I'm highlighting this because this is all about the ecosystem, and lately we've seen what? We've seen an increase of price in XRP and some excitement in the ecosystem. Well, now you got it with a little bit of RLUSD. According to a report from CryptoQuant, RLUSD has achieved significant milestone, experiencing exponential growth, with its total supply hitting 120 million. That's all about trust, right? That's why these players are getting into these stables, because of the trust. And by the way, they're auditing theirs every month too, so we get to see those reports. Listen to this. This is why I'm bringing this up. Per the latest data, XRPL holds approximately 37.4 million RLUSD, while 83.3 is in ETH. Wow. So on the ETH chain, there's a lot of RLUSD. As much as like the ETH chain frustrates us, a lot of us out there, it's definitely garnering a lot of use by traditionalists out there, right? We're seeing that happen. All right, broader look at the crypto market shows what everyone, we whoop way past 11 more million. We're at 11.46 million coins out there, and Libra's one of them. Please, everyone, be very careful. Volume over the weekend is down a lot, but don't worry, she's going to pump back up 40% down to 56 billion. We're neutral right now in the Fear and Greed Index of 41, 37 overall out of 100, so leaning towards Bitcoin season. XRP, though, is looking very healthy. Same story, though, with the volume here down 41%, but still 3.5 billion. That's plenty of zeros out there. ETF players are going to want to get into big XRP. We've talked about it. Now, look at this. The 7-day chart shows what we talked about, right? We had that sideways action. We held our ground. The lows started getting higher. And then, boom, we got some good juice, started up on the price. Now, granted, we've tried several times now to break 280. We haven't been there. So you know how I'm doing my alerts. I want to go 280 up on the high end, and I'm going to go real tight on this one. I'm going to go 270, 265. I'm probably going to go 265 low end as soon as I'm off with this video. I want to capture it, okay? I want to see what happens as this low volume Sunday goes on. I also want to see as, right, the traditional markets start opening up this evening, right? You're going to see the Asian markets doing their thing. You're also going to see the commodities open up. And remember, gold has been doing very well. Why is gold doing well? Because there's a lot of turmoil in the world. And when there's turmoil in the world, people don't want to play risk. And what's risk? Risk is crypto. Hence, crypto volumes being down more as gold is starting to roar its way back on up. XRP, though, overall, very healthy here. Premium being paid by the Korean won. Pairing 284 is the action on that. Volume right now, big ones are going to Binance. And the big story is what, everyone? XRP moving back on up. Testing the 280s. Look what I'm showing you here. The 1 month up on the screen. 2 weeks removed from Sunday, Blunday, Sunday. And guess what? Things are looking a hell of a lot better. Oh, and by the way, February 22nd, not that far away. That's the deadline where the government exposes the current rules in crypto, which means a lot of those cases that you're wondering about and thinking about, guess what? We could be getting resolution soon. All right, so we're starting to see companies kind of work within the whole framework that's being proposed. That tells us what, everyone? It tells us that there's some huge possibilities that the Stable of the Genius Coin Act is going to be passed within the next 100 days. Stables are going to get the nod first. It's going to be super easy to pass that stuff through. You know, you're going to have your algorithmic based ones, and then you're going to have your ones backed 1-to-1, and the whole thing with the things backed 1-to-1, they want it to be backed 1-to-1 by things you could sell really quickly. You wouldn't want a stable coin backed by homes, right? Because what if all of a sudden you needed a lot of redemptions? Well, you can't sell a home fast, so guess what? There you go. Oh, funny joke for you. Want to know how to quickly increase the value of your home? Egg it. Figured eggs were so expensive. I saw that joke somewhere and I ripped it off of someone. So credit to whoever I saw it on. Either way, price right now is looking good for XRP. You're starting to see other things kind of doing their own things. I highlighted in the beginning HBAR, right? Kind of like a negative move there while XRP is making its positive move. XLM had a little bit of rebound in price, also pulled back down after that as well. So you're seeing things just kind of move differently. BTC seems to have stalled right around that 100,000 mark. And now you got the story of the maxi selling. You also got the story of Tether having to sell their BTC because they're like, look, we need to become compliant so we can't have our reserves in BTC and be greedy with the juice there. We have to be boring. And with the maxi selling, they're like, hey, look, it's easier for me to play in the ETF pool. I don't have to worry about keys, and I can just trade it the way I do there. So, wow, a lot of reasons changing and happening for BTC sellage. It's good to be back home, and I love seeing the subs number grow. We're doing shorts and whatnot, a bunch of other things, changing up the room, of course. So hit the subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out. And, of course, what, everyone? Shoo, shoo, bitches.